We are on day number 3 of putting up the Christmas lights. So, what are we doing tonight? Well, it's about 11:30 in the evening. Just got off work, spent some time with Brittany, and now I've got the car set up with the lights so I can see what I'm doing. And I gotta go grab the ladder from down at that corner. Earlier today, I got another 200 red lights put up. And then I hit this corner and there's a hornet's nest over on that side of the house, and it was, they were not being nice. I guess I was getting a little too close and they were telling me about it, so I stopped. So now I'm gonna start over here on that corner and start working on icicles. I'll set you guys up on some time lapse and see what I can get done. That didn't take me any time at all. There's another, let's see, 150, 450. It's another 600 icicle lights I just got put up. Sorry, I had to count. There's a couple of 150 strands and there's a 300 count strand. So yeah, that's what I got so far. I think I'm gonna go ahead and move my car and angle the lights over here just a little bit more. And I got another bag of icicles laying right there, and that I think should maybe just finish me off to the corner of the house. And then we got this pillar wrapped earlier today as well. But it's throwing me for a loop here because normally I put 400 lights on the pillars, but I was only able to fit 250. That's the third strand right there, so that's like a little bit of 50 right up there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that because I have all this extra light back here. So I don't know. We're gonna figure out the other two pillars in the morning. And then those bushes need trimmed tomorrow. Brittany's putting lights on them tomorrow. So that's what the plan is. I think this house is shaping up quite nicely. I think my neighbors think I'm a little crazy. I've been out here for the second night in a row now putting Christmas lights up. So, I don't care. I love this time of year. Well, we had an interruption. My phone decided to die in the last clip. But I got the icicles finished as far as I wanted to this evening. And then I went ahead and put up these, I've put them up for the last couple of years now. They're a clear blue and a frosted white icicle. I've only got 2 strands of them, and this is where I've always put them. And then the wreath is also plugged into those icicle lights. I normally plug it into the back of that pillar, but with me having an issue with the strands of lights going on it, I figured I can plug them right into those icicles and it'll be just fine. And then tomorrow morning, I have to figure out what I'm doing at that section of icicle over there. I'm honestly probably just going to bypass the fuses, because if it is over the current rating, I think I'm just barely over it, just by a little bit. And I think bypassing them will be the quickest, simplest, and I just think it'll be easier, and I don't think it'll be that bad. As far as this side of the house goes, I'm probably going to have to run a power cord up to that corner over there to finish that side of the house. Simply because I've got a lot more icicles coming across the front center, the right side, and then the back side. So I think that's going to be my best bet, just run a power cord over here. I'm just flabbergasted. I'm getting this much done this quickly. That means I won't be stalling, or not stalling, but I won't be crunching for time in November. It looks weird not having those icicles on, but they're up, I promise. Alright, well, we will see you in just a few seconds. I'm going to carry this video into the morning and see how much we get done with 3 sets of hands. Good morning, everybody. I've got 3 sets of hands here this morning. We got Nick over here.
Oi.
He is trimming hedges. I couldn't find my electric hedge trimmer, so he's doing it manually. It'll look just fine. She is over here eating some homemade stew, and it's freaking delicious. We just actually went down the road to a yard sale, picked up some floodlights, some homemade extension cords, and then a fall belt. So now I can tie off when I'm on top of my ladder. He's working on bushes. As soon as she gets done eating, she's going to start working on the red lights on the pillars. I'm continuing on with the icicle lights and the red gutter lights. So we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Alright, so that little rain shower blew past, and now it's all nice and sunshine. Brittany was able to get both of the pillars wrapped in red. We still didn't decide, we didn't really have time to do anything with this one that rain blew in and everything. This one she got completed. And then this cord, I gotta be careful because it's live and it's got some insulation missing from it. That cord that I just showed you hanging right there, it'll be picked up nicer. Runs over, ooh, you can't see anything. There we go. And so that end plugs in all the way over there, and then that extension cord starts right here and feeds the rest of these icicles. I got all the icicles done down here. All the red is done. And there are roughly 3. Okay, I guess that section over there started working. I'll be fine. And then this section right here is dead, which it's easier to work on icicle lights and find the problems with them at night using that light keeper. So, and then the icicles ended a little bit short. So that's just what it is. Oh, and I'm actually just going to leave it that way, but right there, the last section of red is not working. So I'm just going to leave that like that so it doesn't look as weird. Nick got this bush right here all trimmed up. Looks a whole lot nicer. I think I'm going to try and convince them to come back out and get these bushes done real quick. Ooh. And I'm having issues here. The plug for this strand of icicles, this first strand of icicles, is giving me fits. It wants to work sometimes and then it doesn't want to work other times. So I'm not sure. I might have to just pull that strand down and throw a new one up. But with all the roof lights, the icicles and the red gutters, and these blue and white gutters, that circuit is sitting at 9.96 amps. And those mercury switches that I use are only rated for 10. So I'm perfectly fine with that. The bushes, the doors and windows, and the pillars should all fit on another outlet. So we are good there. Like I said, I think I'm going to go try and convince them to come back out here and work a little bit longer. Okay, so I just wanted to give everybody a quick update of what we've got done this morning. And I gotta say, it looks freaking awesome. So I was able to get this section of icicles all figured out today as well. It wasn't actually the fuses. I didn't blow any fuses. It was the actual plug that had a little bit of a short in it, so it did not want to work very much. So I just cut that plug off and wired in a new plug in. It's not fused, so I'll have to keep in mind of that. We didn't do anything over here on this side of the house. I'll go ahead and give you a quick peek of it. All we really got done today was the pillars. And we're just going to throw a couple of ties around this ball of lights right here and kind of just make it as unnoticeable as possible. And I'll probably tuck it way up there at the top. There's really nothing I can do about it. Ooh, twisting my ankle, about fell. And then Brittany and I got the bushes done. Man, those blue looks... Here on my camera screen, they look so dark. And then I already showed you what I had to do with those icicles in the last clip. And then coming down here, I've got that one section that's out, but I'm not going to worry about that tonight. I'll just have to make a mental note of that to work on it one of these other nights. So yeah, if I had to guess, we've probably got roughly 5,000 lights out. I know we probably got probably an easy 2,000 in icicles. And then the blue bushes have 200 lights on them. The green ones only have 100. And there's 300 lights per pillar. So I mean, just between the pillars and bushes, there's 1,700 lights right there. And the way I've broken it down, I can't do it right now, but I'm running 2 switches already. The first switch is controlling the entire left side of the house. And then it's doing all the icicles up to that section right there. So all those icicles are on circuit 1. And then circuit 2 are the pillars, the bushes, the doors and windows. And then from that set of icicles all the way back and around is on circuit number 2. We're making great progress. We really are. I think my next 2 days off, Brittany and I are going to do the 4 trees. That bush out there, you really can't see it. See where I'm pointing to, and then we need to do that bush over on that side of the driveway. So, that's what we're working on next time I have off. This video is going to end here finally. Oh. And this is perfectly safe, by the way. I mean, like right here, these 2 cords. All they literally have on them is the white cord runs all the way down to that window, and the green cord does this window. But I mean, they're just all daisy chained. So each one of these plugs goes to something completely different. Each window is plugged in by itself. The garage door and front door all run over here. So I mean, 5 of them alone are literally just 100 lights. And then the last 2 bushes are on one cord. The metal 2 bushes are on another. This one plugs in right here by itself. And then each pillar is plugged in independently right down there. So it may look like a lot of cords. I mean, it is a lot of cords, but they're just individually plugged in. And then we have this cord that's dangling down, feeding the rest of those icicles. So it may not look safe, it may not look dangerous, or it may look dangerous, but it's completely fine. I promise. Ending the video here. Have a great night, everybody, and have a Merry Christmas.